Welcome to Darwin Football Stadium, Larrakia Park, on Larrakia Nation. And it's a special day for the Women's Premier League. It always is when we have our only Indigenous women's football team playing Premier League in the country. The NT Yapas will be on show today, up against a team that's come into the Premier League for the first time this year. That's Port Darwin. So Yapas had a win last week. Port Darwin are yet to get on the scoreboard, but I look forward to seeing both these sides go around. I watched most of the Port Darwin reserve grade side yesterday. They've got some great young talent coming through, and we'll see a few of those out there today. So looking forward to see how they go. It's a big pitch. It's long. It's wide. It's a lot of heat still in the air, so that will have some impact in this first half. But looking forward to seeing how Darwin Hearts adapt to this bigger pitch, their first time in the Premier League, up against a side that's now in their second year. That is the NT Yapas. Plenty of talent on both sides. Keepers will be busy, I'm sure, in the second half, as we saw in the men's game a little earlier today. Fatigue in both halves is when the goals came, so that may be the case again today. My name is Bruce Stalder. We'll be bringing you this live streaming on FNT TV, FFA around the country. I hope you enjoy it. Whatever screens you're on, we thank you for supporting women's football. We'll take a short break and be back and get this game underway. Darwin Hearts taking on the NT Yapas, Women's Premier League 2021. And welcome to Larrakia Park. In my setup there, I kept referring to one of these teams as being Darwin Hearts. We've just had a 90-plus call of the Men's Premier League, so I do apologise. Of course, I was talking about Port Darwin, who are in their traditional claret and blue, and they're walking out next to our NT Yapas and our 3 match officials this afternoon. I'm really happy to have in expert comments today, Lusitano. Lusitano, you're going to be like Madonna, just one name, one word, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Tana to everybody, well known to the women's game. Fantastic. Thank you for giving me some time on this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, no worries. Happy to be a part of it, Bruce.
Right, you've seen Yapas, I think, play last weekend. If not, you would have seen the live streaming of it. But you haven't seen Port Darwin as yet.
No. I haven't watched Port Darwin yet, so I'm pretty keen on checking it out today.
It's good, sorry, Lusitano, that they've come from reserve grade. They had 2 teams there last year, Stephen Brockway. So, you know, really happy with how much development he's put into this side.
Yeah, it's great for the competition, that's for sure. So they just have to be patient, I guess, and be ready to get some nice competition and grow from that. I'm excited to watch Yapas play. I came and watched them last weekend and I was impressed. There's some new exciting players in there that are nice to watch. It's good.
We'll see how they go. And they'll really appreciate that the sun's dipping behind us into another spectacular Northern Territory sunset off the Darwin Harbour. Both teams are in their huddle. Bit of player movement across the pre-season. And we'll see some of those players. A couple from Uni Azuri's women's side made their way to Port Darwin. We'll see them out there today. Chloe Cage-Pearson being one of those. Grace Doty another. And of course in the NT Yapas. A couple of movements there as well, and we'll let you know those players as we move forward in this match. It is round 2 of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. Thank you for joining us. We want to thank the Larrakia Nation, elders past, present, and those emerging, and acknowledge their custodial relationship with air, sea, and country here of the Larrakia Nation. And, look forward to a match which will give us a real showcase of some of the young talent coming through. Like we're going to have Port Darwin with the ball with first use. The referee looks at the watch. Here we go. Nice strong blast of the whistle. That's Kolakis there, Pierre. Pierre puts it through. Early ball. There's a charging run. She did this in their first game last week too. Number 8.
McMurray.
Yep. Nikita McMurray. Now it comes back down to Georgia Lukau. Good strong tackle from number 7.
Whittle.
Yep. Neil Middle. That's gone to Cage-Pearson. She goes down to McMurray. Goes through McMurray and through number 4 for the Yapas, which is Jade. And Jade Archer will now track back. Ball thrown in. Pierre Koulakis on the ball. Niall again. This time they're trying to find it. Goes back to Koulakis. She gets a happy bounce. Comes back. Turns inside Missop. And Imogen Briston clears it up. Smiles on both places. They know each other well, those two. On opposite sides this time around. It's Margie getting a really talented player in the midfield there, number 3. A lot of her. Scored a lovely goal in the first game for the Yapas last week.
Yeah, she's a brilliant player. Trapper.
She's on the ball now and takes the shot.
Yeah.
Puts it away. Headband.
She impressed me last weekend. She did. She's good to watch. Deserves that. What a player. So
Lusitano, we have a goal in 2 minutes. Is yet to go and progress on our Northcrest scoreboard, and that goal was a player we were just mentioning, Brianna Trappett. Deadly on goal, and they took that opportunity with real poise, put it past the keeper. And Tom had no opportunity there to get a hand to that one. 1-0 NT Yapas, early game. 2 minutes on the clock now. After a promising and vigorous start from Port Darwin.
Nice.
And they'll keep their heads up and they'll continue on. Chloe Cage-Pearson in the back, right back position. From Uni Azuri last year. Jade Archer with the throw in. Missob in early to collect. Sigurkol back heel to Missob. You like that, Lusitana?
That's just the footwork that Margie holds. It's nice.
Play you've had something to do with as well. Most of these players you've had something to do with in terms of your coaching or mentoring. Of course, you won't talk about it.
So where is Trappett from, Bruce? I know she's new to this competition. I haven't seen her around before.
Which one?
Trappett?
Yeah, come up from Sydney.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a mic problem at the moment. We're going to have to share yours. So we'll do it together, handing back and forth. No. I know you'll try and off it. But, yeah, Brianna Trappett's come up from Sydney. We've got her. She's in the Defence Force, so she's actually positioned here until the end of June, I think. And hopefully she can stay on after that. If she doesn't, she's already made a commitment to come back for the Remembrance Day game against the Roses. There's a long shot from Margie Sigurkol from some distance.
No, you hold it.
And she'll... Yeah, okay, I'll set that one up. She got the salmon boots on today. When you were playing as a junior, were your boots all black colour?
Black and white all the way. Copers.
Yeah, and everybody... Have you noticed that black and white, they're coming back?
Yeah. Yeah, original black. All the way till this day.
When we played, it was just you have one colour and that was it. So the guys are doing some repair jobs on our mic. They'll get that sorted. We're nearly there. And that's Grace Doty come forward there. Now Missob has it for the Yapas. Goes across to Henderson, the captain. Rachel looks up. Tries to thread one through. Can't on this occasion. 17 will make the chase and run. And that's Michelle Slowinski. She's also... Yep. Had some time with the Yappers in the early camp last year. Now getting a run. That's Kitsos. Yep. She's done a nice little turn there. She'll put her right footer in, comes across, but it'll... Grace Doty going doing what central defenders should do. Got a body in the way of that, and that's gone over. So this will be a corner kick. The goal scorer, Brianna Trappett's going in to take that. Mate, she can, yeah, but she's fine off both feet. Raises the left arm, moves in, right boot, puts it away from goal. Trying to find Missob, goes over her, goes over Margie. Margie gets a foot to it. Michelle misses it. And this will be a goal kick. And will be taken by the keeper, Kelsey Tom. So Brooke Fraser's the captain today for Port Darwin. She's wearing 11. And, of course, Rachel Henderson in the central defence with Imogen Briston is the captain of the Yappers in 2021 season. This is a round 2 match, second game. We had a game last night in which Casuarina took on Mindel. A successful night for Casuarina. A win over Mindel, who are in a bit of a rebuilding phase at this stage. But again, plenty of young talent on show on both sides last night. Missob with the ball back to Sigurkol. She's got Luko on the left. She turns back and sees Kitsos. Holds the ball up, goes to Missob. Will turn on the right foot and take a shot. And successfully so. Turned, bang with the right foot. Just got out of the reach of Kelsey Tom between her and the left upright. And we have 2 goals as we head into the 6th minute of this round 2, game 2 match here at Lower Park, Darwin Football Stadium. What did you see then?
Oh, yeah, just the play. You're going to get a lot of that out of Maggie and Sinner. Just the style of their play. It's just going to gel together. It's really nice. It was a lovely finish and expected by that kind of play and finished by Missob. Like, it's amazing. There'll be more of that.
Lusitana giving us expert comments throughout this half and seeing players that Lusitana's worked with or had at her club, and knows the talents that's both obvious and latent in these players. Ball will bounce and once over the grandstand sideline. Now we're in full shade and shadow, bit of cloud over, the sun's dipping, lights are coming to full effect. Eventually we'll get them round to full light. And thank you for joining us live streaming here on FNT TV and FFA channels going around the country in this Women's Premier League match. We're running from right to left on your screen. The NT Yappers, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander football team playing in the Premier League, the only one in the country. And there's one of the youngsters there on the run. She was really impressive, the Darwin Hearts. Oh, sorry. My apologies. The Port Darwin player. I will get that out of my mind after 90 minutes of calling that other game. But she was really busy last week. Only not a lot of her, and that's July So. You'll see her on the far left.
July So. July So must be related to a player that used to play for Casuarina. Her name's August So. I'm like not making a joke. I reckon they're sisters or something.
That is fabulous. So July So out there, and we think related to August So. That is brilliant. Well, that's a really creative and lovely way of doing it. Lovely way of doing it. Georgia Lukow has got a killer left foot. Grace Doty intercedes. Well done, Grace. Puts the ball through to McMurray. Nikita's got an advance in Lukow coming back. Good effort. Second effort from Georgia. Missob on the ball with time. Pierre Koulakis in there as well. Two good players on the ball. Now there's an opportunity for a run, and Georgia Lukow takes that. Referee's now going to call it offside. That's the new rule from FIFA, where we all get excited and then we have to wait until the ball and it's carried past the line and then it gets called.
It's just an inch offside. Just an inch offside, I think.
It is about millimetres, in your case inches. It's only that much to get through. And we get the ball restart here. This is a player that was really well noted in the first game, and then that's Niall. Number 2 for Port Darwin. Rebecca Gratton's has been really a dominant player in that first game against Mindle. Revelation in goals is little Tani Henderson. Just calmly plays it out from her back. Always had a good pass on her, and she sat in the goal position you held last night in the Women's Premier League for Casuarina. Now Tani Henderson in there for the Yapas. Enjoy your time in goals last night?
Yeah, I did. So we had the keeper pull out with a back injury. Yep. And we had no backup keeper, so I was registered in the morning, and there I was that night. It was fun.
It was great to see you out there. And, of course, your keeper is Michelina Hordas. Great person, great keeper, and, pulled up with a back strain, so out you went. If you're not coaching, not mentoring, not training, not educating, you're playing. And, yep, as well. We're still trying to get our mics fixed up here. We will get them. And thank you for joining us on this live streaming. That's Slowinski on the run. She's got around Cage Pearson. Now Michelle comes forward in. She's got an opportunity. She's going to take a long goal. She could have put it back to Kitsos. Didn't see her there. It's an opportunity that she could have taken. One wasted there, Lusitana.
Yeah, that was wasted for sure. Bit, calm. She got past the defender. She had the time and the space, and hopefully the next round she'll fixes it up.
Well, I've got some disappointing news for you. Your mic's now working. Here you go. Damn it, she says. And I think mine's back in order too. Here's an opportunity for Sigurcole. Keeps it off the right foot, boat, and over the Kelsey Toms stretched right arm. Hit the centre bar of the goals and then went over the back. A lot of pressure from the Yapas early on. Loose balls coming in and they're taking advantage of them. Port Darwin now getting settled. This is Gratton on the ball. Trying to find a midfielder in 7. Niam Whittle. So Sigurcole to Missob. Missob will turn and run. Nice work from Cage Pearson to bring it to a stop. There's July So running out. Jenna Machini gets there. First for the Yapas. Right, Pierre Koulakis. Pierre looks up and tries to thread a ball through, and it does. Rare mistake for Imogen Briston. And that little live wire, number 9, came flying through. You'll see a lot of that from her, Amber Lee Higginson. She's busy and quick. Number 9 for Port Darwin. 2-0 is the scoreline. We had 2 early goals, and coming up to the 12th minute mark of this Women's Premier League match. Thank you for joining us. And if you've just joined us, whatever screens you're on, it's from right to left. On your screen is the NT Yapas in their brown, black, traditional Indigenous design. Kit. That's the goal scorer, the first goal scorer there. Brianna Trappett, showing some of her skills, looking for a pass. This time it's a little wayward. And Nikita McMurray on the run. Good pressure from Lukow. And great support play from Gratton. And Gatton makes the run. And Rebecca puts one across. No one there to run onto it. But Grattan, she'll do that all day. She'll support her players. Really impressive in the game against Mindle. Oh, Grace, you may pay for that. Grace Doherty in the central defence comes back. Sawinski showing the pace, goes around the outside and puts one across, and it's going to miss everybody. Both. She was on her own, though. There's nothing really for her.
She still got past the defender, though, and she still had time to take another touch and get in the box, and maybe a killer pass to the corner would have been nice, a finish.
A bit more communication between Kitsos and the flying at this stage too. Michelle Sawinski, number 17. Right, coming out and playing out from the back. Good to see Port Darwin. That goes to Cage Pearson. That one comes off, so it's going to fall happily for them. It does. Strong play from their captain. No, sorry, not their captain. It's Jordan McCracken out there today. Number 6, wearing the 6 kit. Unfortunate handball. Referee spotted it. Imogen Briston told them all about it.
Yes. She's pretty vocal. It's good for them.
Very experienced player in the central defence there for the Yapas. So the handball was from number 11. That's Brooke Fraser, the captain. That player's offside. Yeah, Kitsos has to... Early days, she'll time those runs the right way eventually.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball. Unfortunate that it was an offside, but that's okay. Nice stuff.
So it was a through ball. Player looked up, saw that there was an opportunity. And Katarina Kitsos on this occasion, number 9, just too early in the run. Assistant referee getting the ball lined up where they want them. Cage Pearson does so Chloe will step back. Got a good, strong right boot on her. She goes for a shorter pass. Falls for Trappett. Trappett turns inside Higginson. Jenna Machini puts one through. This is onside. Kitsos takes it, takes a first-time shot. And brings a slide and a drop to the knees from the keeper. And Kelsey Tom controlled that well. Uses all of her area. Comes down. Captain Fraser there. Nice work from Koulakis to McMurray. McMurray on the run now. And Jade Archer will go back and clear up and go back to her keeper. Higginson in there to make her honest. And honest is Tani Henderson there, the keeper. Right, can Port set something up? That's nice work from Koulakis. The run on from Fraser. Can't get there because Briston does first.
Do you know how old Tani is?
Tani's 16.
She's amazing, honestly, on the ball.
She's so calm and poised.
One of my favourite players. She's probably the only player that I see playing with her head up and the ball at her feet.
Yeah, great comment. That's why you're there in this chair. It's so important for young kids watching this, listening in, to play with your head up when you have the ball at your feet. It's a real skill. Koulakis unfortunately lost one. Missop comes away and puts the ball up, finds Kitsos with a look up and a pass. Kitsos has an opportunity to unleash Lukau. Does so now, but Lukau's a little offside there. Georgia, picked up by the assistant referee.
I think Georgia's running out of legs, but, you know.
She's got long legs. She's quite quick. Number 8 we're talking about. Just been over there trying to get big gulps of air in. And that's Grattan with the pass. Finds a strong, sturdy header from Briston. Doty plays back to Grattan. Grattan plays the ball through to Whittle. Whittle turns, goes over the top. That's a lovely ball. Higginson goes through her feet. So's in there, July. Related to August, we think. Probably a June in there as well. I doubt if there's a December, though. But if that's the case, that's a lovely story. Big kick there from Archer over the top. Goes over Kitsos, over Doty. Cage Pearson will go back to a keeper. And you can hear Brockway, the coach, telling the girls to get back and support their keeper. And to do that is Grattan. Grattan gets back quickly. Good engine on her. Always looking after her teammates. Goes back to help her keeper. In this occasion, McMurray just couldn't bring that inside the line. So we have a restart. Jade Archer. Number 4 for the Yapas, throws in.
She played
Finds-
last season, didn't she?
She did,
Archer?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Her young sister has also joined the squad. She's only
yeah?
a baby. She would be the youngest if she gets a run out there today.
Who's that?
That's trying to remember her first name. She's just joined the squad. Saw her the other day.
Okay.
She may not be on the team sheet today.
I don't see the same surname.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll get
Okay.
her name at halftime, let you know. She got a run last week, the youngster.
Cool. How old is she?
She's 13.
Oh, that's
She's
awesome.
a real baby.
Mm.
All right, here's a gallop and a run from
Moschini will get
McCracken.
that.
Oh, no, beats Moschini. Comes in and McCracken comes back again, looking for support. Goes back to So's challenged by Slawinski. Now that's, if I remember right, yes, it is number 7, so that's Whittle. All right. Good patch of play from Port. Can Grattan get to it? Can, if it only as far as Trappett. The ping pong there between the two of them. Still with Grattan, now Trappett again. Dips one over the top. It's a foot race. Georgia Lukau will win this. Gets ahead of them. Keeper comes out. What will Georgia do? She pushes it past her. Well done, keeper. Got a left knee to it. What did you want to see there from Georgia?
To
patience?
the left and
Yep.
tap it in. But
To the left and tap it in. Okay.
Yeah.
She should have, but yeah. She got excited, took it early, and good work from Kelsey Tom. Got her
yeah,
left knee
good
to it.
stuff.
And that's gone out for a corner where it'll be taken by Brianna Trappett, who scored the first goal here in the very early moments of this game. About 1 minute and 30 seconds to Brianna to put a stamp on this football match. This will be a right footer. She's out there now. Sultana's getting a message again from the party goers.
The
The fans. And here goes. Brianna raises her left arm, moves in. Plenty of height. Ball comes in. They'll get another opportunity of that. She won't move. And she will collect the ball. And she makes that little trick in there to get it. So, Brianna takes the ball, comes out. Really important that they're switched on. Port Darwin in the defensive line here. You can see Kelsey Tom in goals. So in there as well. Cage Pearson, Grattan at the back. Can they keep this out? Higginson goes over to stop the short pass corner. That's a nice one in there. Kitsos was in there, so was Zawinski.
I think that was July, hey?
Yep, now they made a runaway. This is Higginson. She can be dangerous. Solid work from Imogen Briston. Got there, cleared that away, and pushed it downfield somewhat. So we've seen Michelle Slawinski have a couple of runs, 17. We've seen Georgia Lukau also have a couple of runs. We have 2 goals that have come from expert play by both Brianna Trappett and Margie Sikakol. We're going to have an early sub. Yeah, she looked like she'd injured that very early in the game, and that's going to be Jordan McCracken coming from the pitch. Hope she's okay.
Where was she playing? In the midfield?
Yeah, she was. And her replacement is another youngster.
Yeah, I only started seeing this girl, Erin Gold.
Yeah, Erin Gould. She's been in the National Training Centre set up for a while. Went to the Nationals and played in the under-15s as just turning 13 during the competition. She's been really good, and she's been well managed by Port Darwin. She's played 16s and now playing Premier League. Played a full game in reserves last night. It was fantastic, and now gets a run early in the 20-minute mark. So into the midfield she goes, Lusitana. Look out for her, number 16, Erin Gould.
July runs like August.
And collects the ball and throws
They must
it.
be family.
That is fabulous. And throws back to Erin
August,
Gould.
can you message me, please?
Please. Oh, that is fantastic. There was a West Indians cricket team where the father and mother had 5 boys, and they named them after the US president. So you had Washington and Clinton and what's the other one? Carter.
Oh, that's great.
And Reagan. But you didn't have an Obama. There you go, over the top. Briston to it, goes down. That's Trappett. Trappett puts one to Missop. Missop so calm with that pass. That's lovely onto Slawinski. Slawinski goes in there again.
Ooh.
Good effort. Referees allowed that. Players down. Grattan will clean this up. Georgia Lukow making the run. That's good to see. Grattan goes wide to McMurray. McMurray's going to have to put on the afterburners to keep it in. She does. You got time, Nikita. Puts a ball through to Fraser. Fraser making her presence felt. Now it's with the central defender and captain, Rachel Henderson. Goes to Trafford. Trafford goes back to Missob, and Missob puts one over the top. Grattan gets ahead to it. Sigakol's onside. This will fall so well for her. Takes the shot, and saved by Kelsey Tom. I don't think Margie knew she had that much time.
Margie had time to work her footwork.
Margie had time to work her footwork.
Yeah.
But also, footwork worked from Kelsey Tom, keeper. So well done to her. Keeps the score as it is, 2-0 on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's, who are the sponsor of the women's football in 2021 here in the Northern Territory. They'll sponsor not only the Women's Premier League, but the live streaming and any activity we do with women and girls. So thank you to McDonald's. Great to have you on board. Also, Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, who do personal and business dispute resolution. 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. Thank you to Ward Keller and McDonald's. Right, Trappett has the ball. Grandstand side. She's out of play at the moment and out of vision. She'll come back into screen shortly with the right boot attached to the ball. There it goes. Plenty of height she's getting on those. Falls down over the players. Bounce away pretty harmlessly. Grace Doty in there, is it? Number 12. Good work from her. So on the run. If anyone's going to keep it, it'll be July. She's quick across the turf. Pitch looks good. All nice green carpet. No breeze at all at the moment. Temperature still around 20, 29 degrees, so still warm in the middle. Full lights effect coming on now. They're on level 3, which is the full lux. And we've still got that light. Sigakol comes away. What will she do here? She goes across. Margie would like that one again. She hits her hip. Not happy with that play. Tom plays it out to Kalakis. Kalakis goes across further to McMurray on the run. McMurray puts one over the top of Lukow, but only as far as Archer. He goes back to the aforementioned Lukow. But good work from Grattan. No, from Whittle. Now to Grattan. Grattan threads a lovely ball through to McMurray. Just skips over her left boot and out of play. Unfortunately for her, for Port Darwin. Grattan with words of encouragement for her players. And she plays that casually away. And it came off you, Michelle. She knew that. That little bit of brinkmanship. Back with her now. She's going to thread it again. She'll have a second opportunity. Looking for someone. She's asking for someone to make the run. McMurray goes back across. Unfortunately, that's going to... No, it'll fall for Erin Gould. So the first touch for the youngster is across to So. Back to Gould. Gould's trying... You can see what she's trying to do there. Machini is up to that. Now Kitsos for the first time shot. She's so dangerous. Looked up, bang, right foot. It came away and kept moving away from the goal and the goalkeeper. On this occasion, not successful, but shows Lusitano what she can do if she gets a ball at a foot. Feet,
yeah,
not just one foot.
She's got a good crack on her.
Yep.
She, I remember her playing her first season of Premier League. I was like, wow, this kid. She dropped off a bit, but she's played her best with Hellenic by far, for sure.
Yep. Missob, back to Sigakol. Missob again, number 2, moves through. Turns Gould around. Gould comes again. Well done, Erin. Gould and Missob in a challenge. Missob comes away, still with the ball. Nice work. Plays it through. Onside. Grattan looking for an offside call. Didn't come, but Kelsey Tom, the keeper, aware. Nice right boot on that. One bounce, well and truly into the offensive third. And Higginson takes a run. Turns on the inside. Amber Lee looks up, goes back to Joy. To So. And July loses the ball there. Now Missob and Trafford. No, it goes to Briston. Briston goes, I don't know where that was, but found Grattan. Pierre Koulakis will play it off to Whittle. Whittle's trying to find Fraser. And Tony Henderson picked this up. Just throws it over top casually. Jade Archer comes around to collect. But 2 casuals, Jade. Port Darwin in there early, and that's Whittle. Now McMurray. Nikita goes across, finds Kalakis. Kalakis trying to find Fraser. That'll come as the game progresses. Gould on the run now. That's a lovely ball, Erin.
Lovely ball.
Higginson onto it. And it took the best from Henderson to bring it down. And saw something from Higginson there, so the referee did. So it's gone to the advantage of the Yapas. But that's really enterprising play from hit me every time I do that, from Port Darwin. Really well done.
Yeah, it was a really lovely play. That was a nice run from, is it Higginson? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was really lovely. It's good to see Pierre back into the
she's so
playing
calm on the
football.
ball.
Yeah, she's great.
Great distributor. They're playing in the right position too. She'll have real impact there. You know, and as the games go on this season, 21 rounds, this is only round 2. These guys will get better. They'll know what Pierre is looking for from those runners. But when Kalakis gets the ball, you've got to move.
Yeah, you have to. She's a playmaker.
Yeah. That's not good. Amber Lee Higginson's come from the pitch. I don't know if it's going to be a sub. Stephen Brockway, their coach, great supporter of women's football, is concerned, the coach, for Port Darwin. Amber Lee sitting there all alone at the moment.
Oh, it looks like Moschini and is it Lewinsky?
Yeah. Yeah.
Us Lewinsky?
Yep.
Have
that right side.
swapped around.
Yep. Right, here comes a run from McMurray. McMurray has a shot on goal, takes it and puts it in. First goal for Port Darwin in the Women's Premier League. And congratulations to Nikita McMurray. And, if you're going to dip it, it just went over the top of the outreached arms of Tani Henderson and drops into goal. So
Good
playing
stuff.
with 10 men too. 10 players against 11 at the moment with Higginson off the pitch. Well done, Port Darwin.
What were their results from last weekend?
They lost to Mindle, I think it was 2-0.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But McMurray, really well played. Number 8, really well played. One of our operations manager, Surrender Dewadi, looking after us, getting us some drinks. Thank him. Brianna Trabick getting us underway. 2-1's the scoreline. Unfortunately, the scoreboard operator is also Surrender, who has to run back down there and make the amendment. Missob on the run. Grace Doherty clears up. If you just joined us, Port Darwin this is their first year in the Women's Premier League. And Coach Steve Brockway worked with both reserve grade sides last year from Port Darwin and made their entry this year. And they've got their first goal just a moment ago. Number 8, Nikita McMurray. Successful with a little dink over the top of Tony Henderson, the keeper. And the scoreboard should read 2-1. It certainly does on your screens, but not on the ground yet. Georgia Lukau on the run, picked up, offside. Assistant referee called it early. Rachel Henderson, the captain, imploring the girls to look up and think before they run and act. I know Rachel, she's a very, very competitive player. She won't be happy with the goal. She want to make that difference 2 goals again. That'll come off Jade Archer and roll out of play. Start for Port Darwin will be a throw-in. Collecting the ball, comes into screen now and throws. Archer gets in the way again. Well done, Jade. Tries to go through it, but that's not going to work. Fraser now goes, go for a run, McMurray. And she does, but Henderson's there early. She'll go step over. Nice play from Rachel. She goes to the centre to Missob. Missob under challenge from Whittle. Missob just too good. Turns away. Now she's unleashed Lukau, and this is going to be brought in by Georgia. She does. Just on the line. Well played, Georgia. Lukau looks across, puts the ball, trying to find Kitsos, but only finds Cage Pearson. That's just come off her boot. If it falls the right way, it'll be dangerous for Port, but it's not. Right, goal scorer for Port Darwin on the ball now. Interception from Jade Archer's timely and effective. The referee comes from the field. It's Ramadan and it's on sunset. So the referee is doing his fast. I love our sport, all cultures, all religions, all identities. We are truly a diverse and inclusive sport. And a couple of players in your club also in Ramadan at the moment?
Yes,
Yep.
there are a few.
So Grattan with the throw in. Throws in over the top. Archer in early, been busy. The left back, number 4 for the NT Yapas.
Hey, can I just shout out to
Yep.
all the people that have made donations to our community to help our people of East Timor that got hit by the floods and left. There are several amount of people who've left without shelter, food. So, and the Darwin community, the football community, Darwin Olympic, Port Darwin, a lot of clubs have helped out and made big donations. So thank you, everyone. Honestly, it's appreciated. We appreciate it.
Talking here about
big
East
time.
Timor and, the club Casuarina, where Lusitana comes from, has a strong cultural background with East Timorese and Portuguese. And 44 years now, the club. And when I first met you, actually, you were taking a team of players over to East Timor for some friendly football matches. And again, not only did you take, 18 players, but you took 18 tons of gear. Remember that?
Yeah, there were.
I remember the photo from the plane. It was lovely.
Yeah, I got all the soccer girls to round up
Yeah. So
some donations for orphan homes over there, so
Yep.
it was amazing.
So as Lusitana was saying, they've been really afflicted by the floods, and those floods turned into mudslides, which have been really dangerous and taken many, many lives. So to everyone in the football family, thank you for your support of Casuarina and Lusitana's efforts to help out back in East Timor, which, as people probably don't know, is a very short plane trip from here. Very short.
1 hour and 15-minute flight.
Yep, and you're there. Into Dili. Player's been busy, number 7. Goes to
That was a nice
Kalakis.
turn.
Briston gets in there with a body check now, puts over the top, trying to find Kitsos. Kitsos not ready for it, on the heels, looking back the wrong way. Tom now gets it. Missob gets a glancing header that goes past Archer. Keep it in is the call from her captain. She does that. Briston with a lovely ball through to Trappett. Good vision. Trappett has plenty of opportunities. What's she going to do? She's seen the run from Machini. So she puts it in front. Now it's a foot race. It's July versus Jenna. July versus Jenna. And Jenna's going to skip it and pinch it on the circle, but Gould comes in with a timely intervention. Well done, Erin. Good play from all players there. Great vision first. Started back here with Briston to Trappett. Trappett then out to Machini on a run. But
It was a lovely run by Moschini.
And good defence from Port Darwin on that occasion. 2-1 is the scoreline in this Women's Premier League. If you've just joined us, Port Darwin in the claret and blue, running from left to right on your screens. First time in the Women's Premier League. And tonight, the first time for a goal, scored by number 8, Nikita McMurray. Good little jinking, looping goal over the top of the keeper. That's the player now on the ball. And she's exhausted, put that one out of play. So Archer will recommence for the Yapas. A few dark clouds coming in, a lot of grey in the sky as we get into our final part of our sunset here in Darwin in the Northern Territory, the tropical part of the country. That's Whittle, puts ball through. Kalakis is going to get their first trap. It goes to challenge. Kalakis, calm, poised, puts it across to Gould, who's made a good run. Gould, you can see she's trying to get Higginson into the game, but that's not going to happen on this occasion. Machini has it, puts it to Trappett. Trappett will keep coming this direction towards the grandstand. Captain Henderson threads one through, but no, Grattan's there. Good work from the number 2 for Port Darwin. She's been impressive, as she was in the first game against Mindle. Number 2, Port Darwin. Look out for her. Goal scorer here, the second goal scorer for the Yapas, Sigakol. Nice little work from Kitsos. Lovely little touch. Georgia Lukau on the run. Grace Doherty coming in to put the defensive on it. George takes a shot, and George is going to get a reflective bounce, but Kelsey Toms there cleans it up. Would you like George to go a little bit further to goal then?
Yeah, these girls have been shooting from range. They've had about maybe 6 or 7 from about that range on both sides of the box. They've got the space in front of them to just take it a little bit more. And
So that's some of the messaging you'd have at halftime if you were coaching both sides. Yep.
Yep.
Keep the ball. Go a bit further.
Just keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Be patient.
Yep.
Be patient.
Patience key. Absolutely. In all endeavours, to be honest. Right, Cage. Pearson on the ball. Chloe moves in. Down the left flank she goes. And that's going to be put out by 17, Michelle Lewinsky.
Yapas are looking good now, but I think Port Darwin have a chance to outrun them.
Yep. Get a opportunity to get back on that board. Let's just see what happens here. That's a strong Kalakis. You saw that lovely turn from her, unleashed Higginson. But Salimsky back there to clear up. Corner. I think this is the first corner for Port Darwin. 38 minutes. This half has gone quick. Lee. Looks like they're going to make a sub too. I'm talking here and referring to the Yapas. Number 14's gone to the halfway line.
Tiana
in
Russell.
the bib. And that's Tiana Russell. Thank you, Lusitana.
I think her sister's on the bench too, Michaela Russell.
Yes,
It'll be
she is.
Michaela's first game back.
Yep.
No, she's had an injury.
Yeah, she has. And Uni Zuri players come across.
It's a few of them actually spread out throughout all the clubs.
And they've got a big reserve grade squad too, which is fantastic. So to your point, Georgia Lukows coming from the pitch. She's had a good 39 minutes, has Georgia. And her replacement is Russell.
Do you know how old Tiana Russell is?
Tiana's the younger, so I would say she is 16.
She's new to Yapas?
Yep, absolutely. There's her
I reckon
first
she
touch.
might be under 14, hey, or what?
I'll find out.
Or 16.
Find out for you on that one.
I think she came over from
Yeah,
Hellenic.
actually, you're right. It is. She is. She's. If she's not 14, she's just turned 15. Right.
Because I think she played in that under 14s All Girls and Reserves last year. Was that an under 14s
Yep,
reserve
that's
side?
true. Yeah, that's true. It was under 14. You're
For
right.
Hellenic.
I should have known.
Yeah, Bruce, come on now. CEO.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Grattan with the ball. In your place, Stilder. Right, throw in over the top. Comes back to Grattan. Grattan comes off a boot and it's going to fall for Kitsos. This could be dangerous. You got Trappett on the run. Puts it over for Trappett. Hits Trappett in the back, actually. And that gives Cage Pearson, an opportunity to clean up, and Chloe does that. Grattan puts one through. It's optimistic, but Fraser's got pace and she gets there first. Good on you, Brooke. Captain today for Port Darwin in their second game in the Women's Premier League. And she'll get a corner for her side. Enterprising play from the Port Darwin side. In the last 4 minutes of regulation time. 2-1 is the scoreline to the advantage of the NT Yapas. They're running from right to left on your screens. If you've just joined us, they are the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women's team playing in the Premier League. They're a team of reconciliation. There are players there that are non-Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. And Yapa is an Aboriginal word for sisters. So the Yapas, very much a bonded culture in their second year in the Women's Premier League. Pierre Koulakis takes that, falls for Gould. Gould has a shot from side. Unfortunately, he's touched her hands there. And Tani will do that little run that she does, the keeper, to collect the ball.
I thought they would have had a new keeper today. I was looking forward to watching her play.
Yeah, but not today. Tani's just been exceptional there at the moment. She's really enjoyed her time there.
I think Shana Edwards
Yeah, but we
that
didn't
was
get to
an
see her.
agreed temporary transfer from
Yep.
me to Andre.
Yes, thank you. I love the word temporary. Over the top, nice little jink from Sigurcole. Good tackle from Russell. Referee saw an infringement there. Grattan straight onto it. McMurray on the run, goal scorer for Port. Goes downfield, but Nikita not on this occasion able to bring that around. She tried to curl it around, trying to get a run from Whittle. Jade goes back to Russell. Russell lets it go. Kalakis in there. And just watch what Pierre does here. Patience, time, gets the ball away. Whittle now has a chance to go to Brooke Fraser. But Missile been there busy cleaning up. Grattan will just body check that. Whittle turns, can't keep that in.
Good pressure from Russell.
Wasn't it? Really good section of play here. Nice period of play from both sides. 2-1 advantage to the Yapas. Kitsos with the ball, falls at her feet, brings it back in, shows that lovely skill she's got, keeps it again. Look at this. Then she puts one through, and there's the run from Trappett. It's Trappett on ball, on goal, with keeper to beat. And unusual for her, she pushes it wide, where July So, thinking people are chasing it, will put it out of play for a corner. Brianna looking, I think, to skew one across to a running Machini. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt there. So she'll go and collect the ball. It is a corner. 43 minutes have passed on the North Crest scoreboard. My name is Bruce Stalder. Lusitana's giving us expert analytical viewpoints during this first half. And what we've learned today is that July and August, and there may be another one, but enjoying it very much. That's an understatement. Right, here we go. Trappett will set. Corner. 2-1. Can they make this an advantage for them to make it a 2-goal advantage on the board? Raises her left arm, lets them know she's moving in. She's had plenty of height on these. She does that again. And this time it's misdirected. So that's unlike Brianna. Makes the long walk and run, a little jog back from that, as do all the players. Grattan will go and collect it. Kitsos doing some stretching. If you can hear some fluids being poured, it's actually coconut water. So people knowing Lusitana will be impressed with that in the afternoon. 44 minutes. Not long to go until we have regulation time over. Ball comes down for McMurray. Just beats her. You can see what Grattan's trying to do. She's pushing down this right flank on the grandstand side where they've had success. Have had Port Darwin. Right, little throw-in goes from Jade. Kalakis with the ball, nice work, goes across. She hears a call from Whittle, goes it to Whittle, right at her feet. Young kids watching that, that's a lovely pass. Gould the same. Gould puts one through to Higginson. Tani Henderson comes out early, offside, but Tani moved to bring that to a close. Really good play. Started with Grattan, came to McMurray, went across to Kalakis. Kalakis into the middle, and then Erin Gould with a nice threaded pass. Referee's not happy, wants that again. Wants the ball stationary.
Yeah, if Erin had slowed that down, taken an extra touch, I think that would have been...
Very deadly approach.
Would have, yeah.
Yeah. Right, Tani on the ball. Just one step back, and look at the distance she gets on that. Gould gets ahead to it. The substitute for Port Darwin. Everyone's sort of gone into slow motion at the moment. 45 minutes is gone. Regulation time has concluded. We are in time added. Higginson gets one to Fraser on the run. But who's there? Slewinski. She's had a really promising first half. Her and Machini swap sides, as Lusitana pointed out. Machini now gone up into the right wing position, and right back being taken by Slewinski, and she did some great work just then. We have 2 minutes of time added on for this first half. 2-1's the scoreline. So with a one across. I don't know if that was a dummy by Briston. Turned in by Archer. Now by Russell. Russell will push it through to Sigurcole, but no, Grattan will get there first. And Grattan's ball's going to fall favourably for the goal scorer, McMurray. Comes off again. Another favourable bounce from McMurray. This gives Fraser an opportunity. Kalakis will have a shot if she gets the chance. But a little bit of thieving there from Missop. Well played. She won't like that through ball, though. Will Jacinta Missop. Great person, great player, great referee, great coach. Works with us with our vacation care with the little ones. Real asset for football in the NT.
She's a great player.
Yeah.
She just needs to settle down a bit and stop trying to do too much, because her legs have big weekends.
Yeah, so true with that. Yeah,
she makes a big impact on the team, and
and she does.
Good, she could play out a full game.
She'll run the line as well. There goes the whistle. Another strong burst from the whistle from the centre referee in this match, as both teams head into the sheds, and we are in the sheds now with this stage of the COVID recovery. Both teams will go into their dressing sheds and hear from their coaches. The score is NT Yapas 2, Port Darwin 1. And remember, Port Darwin, for their first time in the Women's Premier League, and their first goal today to number 8, Nikita McMurray. We'll take a short break. Pick streaming of the Women's Premier League in Darwin for 2021. Well, welcome back. Half time here in the Women's Premier League. We have a scoreline that sits NT Yapas 2, Port Darwin 1. This is round 2, actually game 2 of the 2021 season of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. We have a spectacular sunset happening right behind us here. When I say us, I've got Talia Taylor-Kickett with me. Talia, thank you for coming down and giving us some time here. First of all, what you saw in the first half, what you saw with the young players from your own side, the NT Yapas, you happy?
Hey Bruce, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's really good to see our young girls out there. We've got a lot of young talent, which is always amazing to see. And it's good to see them pushing up forward and taking those opportunities when they come.
And they have, and like Russell's been out there as well. You've had Georgia Lukow's come off. They made a substitution there. You got Tony Henderson in goal. You got a lot of young kids out there. Now, how are you physically? You fit? How are you getting back to fitness? Because you had an AFL season that went 4,000 weeks.
It did feel like it went that long. My body's feeling all right. I get down when I can to trainings, not as much as I'd like, but definitely still off field, still in there as much as I was on field. So.
Now, listen, I need to really talk about, you're pretty much like the soul and the centre of this team. You really do believe in not the football match. You believe in football, of course, but it's a much, much bigger story here about what the NT Yapas, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, what this game, what this team means. A little insight into your interest and love of actually profiling for women and girls in the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander space. It's really important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think the NT Yapas is a really special platform for Indigenous women to use it to voice our opinions on our social issues and what's going on outside in our communities. And it's just a really special, safe, culturally aware space where we can come together and speak about those issues and where we can impact in the communities and where we can make a change. So, we are a football club, but we definitely see the bigger picture and our responsibility as Aboriginal women and what we can do to make a better change for our mob.
Well said, so well said. Talia, I've got one more question for you too. I know you do a lot of work in the mental health area as well. I mean, it's really important that in 2021, not just Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, but all of us are really conscious of people's mental health at all times and how key that is.
Yeah, definitely, and we've got a really good culture at the club where, if you're not feeling yourself, we're quite a safe space where we're open about it, and we've got safe channels there that, you can reach out to, and we're always talking about it. It's an opportunity to, definitely make a change with mental health.
And a key word there is talking about it. Communication is absolutely central. Always good to talk to you, and I know how much passion you have for NT Yapas, and more importantly, for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander advocacy and getting the closing of the gap happening at every level and every place in the country. So congratulations. Thank you for coming in. Stay where you are. This is FNT TV going right around the country. My name is Bruce Stoller. That is Talia Taylor-Kickett. So good to have you, and thank you for supporting the women's game in this live streaming. We'll take a short break, be back with the second half, which we sure will give you plenty of entertainment and enterprise from both sides. The score sits NT Yapas 2, Port Darwin 1. Welcome back. It is second half now. We'll see what happens. We've had a couple of changes as well. First of all, the keepers have had a change. That keeper, has a change. So Tony Henderson's come out of the pitch. She's going to wear 17, and she's on the right flank here. And who's gone into goal? Well, the 17, the first half, and that is Michelle Slowinski. She's gone into goal. So that's an interesting move by the NT Yappers. We've also had a substitution for the Hearts. Kick me. Thank you. Boy, oh boy. Port Darwin. And that is young Lee Corey has come on the pitch too. So she's, just see who she's replaced too. Have a look across there. But she'll wear number 13, Lee Corey. Just having a look. So has come back in the left back position. What players come off? We'll work on that. So we already had a substitute in the first half, of course, where we had to see a change for Jordan McCracken had to come from the field. And Erin Gould went on in her place for Port Darwin. My apologies for getting their name wrong. I just called a 90-minute game of Darwin Hearts over and over again. We don't get a rest, but we love it. It's football. It's in Darwin. It's the best place to be. Right, that's July So giving it off to a really energised commencement from Port Darwin. Cage Pearson in there with a strong pass, but Trafford gets involved. It's still with the Claret and Blues. They've come out determined to get this change on the scoreboard. So just in the Missob, that's a really courageous turn on the inside, which is now left to Jenna Machini, and off Jenna comes the Higginson, but that's been given back by Gould. Jacinta Missob looks for a long one over the top. Kitsos on the run. So on the run. Tony Henderson making the run on the inside, unfortunately offside. But Jacinta Missob looking up, put it over the top. And Kitsos and Henderson have to come back. So July So on the ball here. Cage Pearson with the ball. Goes across to the goal scorer McMurray. Over to Fraser. Briston comes in with a strong tackle. Sigacole now with it for the Yappers. Scorer of the second goal for them. Now across to Misop. Misop sees the run from Trappett. Trappett's got space, time, and the angle. She kicks it forward, and that's unusual for Browner. That last touch just got away from her. What do you see there, Lusitana?
Yeah, good stuff from the keeper. Unlucky for Trappett. Yeah, pushed
like
that ball.
The play before that?
Oh, yeah, it was lovely. Really nice stuff. That came from, was it Sinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henderson goes back. She's been busy. Machini with a
Nice.
lovely ball through. If she can keep this in, she does. Henderson will go on the run, turns in Gould. Just so balanced on the ball. Gives it to Kitsos where she wants it. Kitsos turns, but Gould's there. Kitsos throws her head back. But let's give credit where it's due, and that was good work from Erin Gould. Beaten on the first occasion, but not the second time. Good play from the women. Machini with a little throw in. Finds Kitsos, pushes away. So turns on the inside of Pearson. Goes over the top. There's the header. But unfortunately on this occasion, young Russell couldn't get there in time. Going to play a back heel and does to herself. Then takes a shot into the side netting. Good on you, youngster.
Yeah, good confidence
Wasn't
there.
it? Very confident play from the Russell.
Do you know how many subs Yappers have made? Is it just one?
At this stage, it's been Georgia Lukow that's come from the pitch.
Yeah.
And that's all. And they've kept their form and structure pretty well today in this game. There's a nice run from Missob. If she gets through here, it'll be dangerous. She does. Nice work from Grattan. Comes to July. And Missob with a heavy tackle. Body collided.
Yeah,
Cynthia's
great
busy.
stuff from So there.
Yeah. Higginson come back to claim it. Henderson in the back. Accidental. Amber Lee up and run. Just brushes herself down and makes a jog towards the halfway line. Erin Gould will go in and take this set. Restart. Good ball from her.
Moschini.
Yeah, she's there. She goes back to her keeper. Michelle will come out and put a right boot to this. Goes back out to Machini, but they weren't talking. Communication not as clear as it should be there, but it is an opportunity for Port Darwin. Coming up to the 50-minute mark on our Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for their support of women's football in the NT in 2021. So thank you to the McDonald's organisation and all the McDonald's stores around Darwin, Palmerston and the NT. Also Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, for their support of the women's game. Kate Pearson on it. Tony Henderson with a rush. That's good, put her off. Trappett puts one through to Missop, turns on the inside. Grattan gets back. No, sorry, it's Corey Lee. Lee Corey, sorry. And they extinguish that threat from the NT Yapas. Who do you think started the better or the stronger, Lusitano?
I don't know. I think Yapas are running out of legs. They're all getting tired. You could see that in the first half. They've got the team to probably take the 3 points today, but the fitness from Port Darwin, I think, is what's going to, well, it's their chance if they want it.
Great spot. They've been in their preparation pre-season from January. So that's a long pre-season for them, and they're reaping the benefits of being, to Lusitano's point, the fitter of the two teams out there at the moment. So Higginson, Machini on the rush. Briston says, leave it for me, I'll clear it up, and does that with real effect. July with the ball, goes across to Cage Pearson, who goes into Kalakis. Nice play. Kalakis looks up and goes, I'll give you a run, Fraser. Can't get it past Henderson, header.
No, she's had that for a very long time, Henderson.
She's strong on that, but the ball's fallen for Fraser. And Brooke makes the run, the captain. Goes back. Whittle takes a shot, comes off a challenge from Missop, so it'll form and bounce pretty harmlessly into the keeper's hands. And the keeper at the moment is Michelle Lazinski, who does on the left foot.
Was that Fraser that had the ball?
Yeah, yes, it was Fraser.
She should have
Fraser
had a shot.
Captain of Port Darwin tonight. So, really interesting football from both sides. Bit of hit and hope there. That'll just run.
Well, they're doing that with legs running out, so they need to find their way and settle down a bit. Settle the game down a bit.
Looking for a bit more patient play, mate. Is that right?
Yep.
So, 52 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. This is the 2021 version of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. And if you just joined us, running from right to left on your screen are Port Darwin in their traditional claret with the blue stripe home kit. And they are the home team in this fixture. Briston will run back and clear that up, go back to a keeper. Keeper will come out and push it wide. Only as far as, Higginson goes in. Briston and her collide, comes away for Imogen. Strong player she is. Now she's got Henderson. Players hurt.
Higginson's down.
Collision.
Port Darwin are making a sub.
Yeah, she's been in the wars, Higginson. She was off the pitch early in the first half for a while. She's now saying, I'm done. And she's going to be carried off by Brooke Fraser. So Brooke is captain, coach and stretcher. Takes her to the area closest. She doesn't look well at all. We'll find out how she is. Her subs come straight on, so they've made that very quickly. Number 15's come on. Sarah Candy.
Candy or Candell?
Candell, you're right.
I don't know.
That's what happens when you have eyes at work. So, sub made for Port Darwin. So, Higginson's come from the pitch. Her replacement is number 15 for Port. Henderson goes back to Trappett. Trappett finds Sigurcole. There's a little 1-2 between the two. Looking for a run from Russell. Russell won't get to this, nor the Port defender. That's Corey. So she'll have a throw in. Goes back to Grattan, who really is the gel in that defensive line for Port.
So do you know much about Sarah Candy that just came on? Candle?
No, not very much at all. Saw her go around in the reserve grade last week. And like a lot of the Port players, they're developing their skills and technique, but Steve Brockway, their coach, spends a lot of time on that. And they're one of the squads to say, can we train again this week after doing their hit-outs? So he's always obliging, gives them extra sessions.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Right, this is a foot race. Keep her out. She'll beat Henderson on this occasion.
I was wondering when I was going to hear that foot race word.
The next one will be the canteen. I'll have my dinner. Ball to Sigurkol. Looks across. Here she goes. Now it's Trappett. Trappett will thread one through and does. Kitsos on the run.
Offside.
Offside again, Katerina. She'll make the casual walk back. She has to get those timings of those runs right. That's where it looks likely a goal will come from for the Yapas. Grattan moves in. Who's she looking for? Let's say it's Kolakis because she found her. Now it's So. July puts one across, no look pass, but it does find the player. Pressure from Sigurkol, but goes back to So again, who puts another right footer across into the central part of the field. Where McMurray wins it for her side, but a loose pass from her finds Briston, and the Yapas back in possession. Now it's Russell and Corey over there in a little battle.
Yeah, good stuff from So tonight. This second half, she started really strong. Like, all her passes have been on point.
She's got a nice right boot on her.
She's much more patient than her sister,
Yes.
if August is her sister.
We'll assume so. It is too beautiful a circumstance to not be. Okay, here we go. We have Kitsos succumbing to that injury to her left foot. So she'll come from the field, and her replacement is
Michaela
sister,
Russell.
joining sister. So that is 18, Russell, Michaela Russell coming on, of course. And she'll join her younger sister, Tiana Russell. She'll go straight into a swap exactly with Kitsos. So she's going to go on the right side here and have a bit of a roving commission. Cleared away by Grattan with vigour.
Yeah, Michaela was in a boot, I think, not even a month ago.
Yeah. She's made a pretty rapid recovery. And hope she gets through this first 31, 32 minutes back in this game. It's this afternoon, early evening. Right, trap it in there early, trying to take it a demanding and a commanding position in the football game. Goes to Henderson, who's also doing the same. It takes a shot from range. That's Rachel saying, let's get it together, girls. Let's get going. She wants them to show more energy and purpose. You see what So was trying to do there for Port. Didn't find the right player. Jenna Machini on the ball. Jenna throws in over the top. Back to So. There's the sub. All on her own. That's Michaela Russell on the ball. Turns on the inside. Pushes it through to Trappett. Trappett then looks Missob. Missob on the run now. Times it right. It is a foot race. She pushes around the keeper. Has it too much on it? She sees a trailing Russell on the inside. She puts it over to Russell. No, finds the keeper. So tracking back. Well done, Kelsey. So Tom in position. Did the right thing. Got back in plenty of time and picked up that cross coming in from Missob. Gould with a nice little bit of vision. And Henderson cleans it up for the Yapas.
Yeah, it was a nice run from Missob there.
Wasn't it?
Nice ball. Good first touches from Michaela.
Yeah. Really good play in that little time period for both sides. We have 59 minutes coming up on the Northcrest scoreboard. We have July So with the ball. She goes back. Cage Pearson goes back to So. So goes across field to Gould. Gould almost accidentally goes back to Cage Pearson. That comes off the knee of Whittle. And after a couple of bounces and a couple of Yappa players in the middle of it, gets back to the Claret and Blues. Trap it again under pressure from Gould. Turns on the inside, gets a run from Sigurcole. She's seen it. She turns in now. She's got to try and find that player. Russell, Michaela it is. Comes in, tries to find Trappett. And cleared away by Cage Pearson, and then off the head of Michaela Russell and out of play. No, there's offside there. My apologies. No, it is a throw. And a little live wire there. Throws it in, trying to find Kolakis. Jenna Machini with the ball.
I really enjoyed watching Moschini play last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a great season.
That's a great ball through. Goal scorer for Port on the run. Jade Archer gets back in time. Good play from both. Nice forward ball. Good run from McMurray. And great work from Jade Archer, the defender. This will be a corner kick. If I'm right, the second one for Port Darwin. Looks like Whittle's going to take it. So Neon will come up. She has an opportunity for a short one back to Lee Corey. Now seen by Henderson. Going to make that an option no longer. Here it comes. And that's a dangerous ball. My goodness. Good work from the keeper. What a great cross from Whittle. Number 7.
Erin's taken this one.
Yes, Erin Gould, the young Erin Gould sub will come on. Collect the ball and set back for this grandstand side return of fire in a corner. Third one now. This one comes in lower. Trapper gets there early. Pressure from Kolakis, and she gets the ball away. Well done, Brianna. Nice safe play from her and the NT Yappers. Still under pressure though. Attacking third for Port. Can they convert? So with the throw. Gould looking for So and doesn't find her, finds the line. Erin Gould with, as you may have heard, good pressure from Grattan. Cage Pearson says, I've had enough. Bangs it forward. Where it's one bounce into the safe hands of the, let's call him the sub-keeper today, since it started with Henderson, but now I've got Slavinsky in there. They swapped at half-time.
So did you say where Lewinsky was from, or did I miss that?
Yeah, she was in the camp last year with the Yapas, so she's been on the fringes.
But she's new to Darwin.
Yeah, she's been pulled away a couple of times too. Right, 63 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for their support of the women's games. So appreciated. Also Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, for their support of the women and girls football in the Northern Territory. They are your personal and business dispute resolution experts. 1-800-978-360. Kolakis on the ball, steps back. She's about 4 or 5 paces in here. Little steps. That's a nice ball in. Henderson gets there first. Tani. Rachel, her sister. And there's a shot. Who else? July So. Good on her. Not much of her. Salmon boots, skipping back, running backwards. Back into the play. No, Cage Pearson will get there first.
It's like
gets the call now.
Injured.
It comes back to So. Sarah Candle out there as well.
Tani Henderson's down.
Referee makes the long trek back. See how she is. Still hasn't got up. I don't know if she's okay. It was from the header. Sports trainer heading out for the Yappers.
Is that Rachel
Yes,
Gardner?
Rachel Gardner. Yep. Her daughter Jade Archer's out there.
Oh, okay. And
So
I see Emma Zayman's down as assistant coach for Port Darwin. That's great.
Yeah, she is.
See her back.
Yeah, Emma's doing a fair bit, actually. She's also helping out Hearts girls in the reserve grade.
Oh, that's wicked.
You know, helping out with the Football Without Borders like you, Emma. Emma is like you in the sense that giving back is what she does.
She was a great player in her time, that's for sure.
Yeah, my word.
She's very solid.
Yeah. Right. Steve Brockway taking this opportunity to get some advice to his ladies. Yapas taking the opportunity for some hydration. Little chap here between Michaela Russell and Jenna Machini and Rachel Henderson. This is all because Tani Henderson, the younger Henderson, is down in back play some distance away from us. Still crouched down, hasn't got up.
Seems like a head injury.
Yeah, it looks the sports trainer's going to take it from the field, it looks like. So there will be another sub, I'm assuming. No movement from the technical area for the Yapas as yet. It looked like she won't be playing any more of this half. Rachel, her big sister, now going down to see her, check on the welfare. So they'll take the quickest, circuitous route off the pitch, which is straight behind the goal line. Now, we don't know if they're going to do some work on it or they're going to make the sub. Given the fact she's still walking, I would say it's a sub. Still no movement, though, from the NT Yapas. They have the ball in Jenna Machini. Miss Sob makes herself available. She goes to Henderson instead. Trying to find Missop, does. Missop a little left footer over to Sigurkol. Didn't come off that time, but Jenna Machini goes in. Nice dominant header from her. Good play. There's a run. Sigurkol versus Corey. Corey gets there first. Pushes across to Soy. So. And So is dispossessed by a lovely ball from Missop to Michaela Russell. They won't get there because the Tom does in the first case. The keeper for Port Darwin, who's been tidy, very tidy. Brianna Traffic goes back to her captain. Rachel goes back to Briston. Briston puts one over the top, trying to find Michaela Russell. Does so. A little battle between her and So. Now Kate Pearson has put one through. Candle on a run. Won't be able to keep it in, though. Now Jenna Machini's gone down with cramp. Port Darwin player, the sub. Candle in this area in there to help. Nice sportsmanship. So the Yapas are still playing with 10.
They haven't put anyone on yet.
So they look like they're trying to take their opportunity to play this little bit of time out before they make a sub, or they are working on Tony Henderson. Unfortunately, that's out of our vision at the moment, so we can't let you know what's happening with that. We can let you know it's a 2-1 scoreline. The NT Yapas, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women's team, is running from left to right on your screen. We will see a bit of cramp, we'd imagine. To your point, Lusitana, that may be more on the Yapa side. They've not had as long pre-season as the Port Darwin side has.
Yeah, unfortunate
so maybe
for
looking
them.
for a bit more match fitness. Jenna's up now and throws in. A little bit of work from the players. Still a bit ginger, though. Trap it over the top. Beats Gould, but only as far as So. Cage Pearson goes bang. So, and Machini will just put it out of play. Good pressure from Port.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It's been up this end, Port's end.
Yeah, really good. Has been definitely in a
looking good
possession
for
and
them.
half advantage to Port. Here's a chance now.
She's
Come from the offside position.
Just.
She did run from her half into the other half, but it was still a offside on this just here. Just a marginal offside and well caught by the assistant referee. So restart. Grattan goes across looking for So. Russell gets in there. Candle goes back to So. And good work from Michaela Russell. Clean that up. Number 18, the substitute for the NT Yapas. over the top of Gould. Gould pushes through. Trappett comes again.
She's strong.
Pressure from those two. Brianna goes, I
Ooh.
want this ball back. He won't get it on this occasion.
Yeah, Erin's been having a good game.
Has.
Yeah, she's very
really
solid
Yeah.
for a young girl.
Yeah, she's really relishing her time in the Premier League today. Came on as an early substitute for McCracken. Trap it in with a solid defence. Had to be done because there was a run there for Port. They were on it. Archer turns in, looking for a run from Missop. That's a lovely ball from Jade Archer. Missop on the run. She has 1, 2, 3. Will she go around her? She takes the shot, and in it goes. She is such a clinical player. She would have not liked the fact she had that opportunity before and didn't do it. This time she did. What did you see Lusitano accept? A goal.
Yeah, Missop's, when she's got the ball at her feet, she's smart. She's got the body and the control to take that extra touch, I guess, and make sure that she makes a clearer pass or finishes a goal.
In that case, she finished off. And then you see many strikers in that case, Lusitano, to your point, go early or one touch too many. That was almost perfect by her. Lovely ball in from Jade Archer. Let's not forget that ball from Jade Archer was a ripper from the left-back position. So they have finally made the substitution. So Tony Henderson has come from the pitch. 33 has gone on in her place.
Jolene Bauer.
Jolene Bauer. Don't know much about Jolene.
Never seen her or heard
Okay,
of
well,
her.
the two of us are totally and absolutely hopeless and not being able to give you any information on her today. But she's made her first appearance for them, that's for sure. Jolene Bauer. Well done.
She
Enjoy
looks
your
young.
time. Yeah. They're all with the ponytail, so they're almost like a Jenna, Jolene, Michaela, Tani. They're all very similar in look.
Looks like Jolene's new to the game.
Yeah. Referee pulling them up there, so that's yours to the Claret and Blues. Pierre Koulakis in there early, looks up, finds the run from McMurray, the goal scorer. She's still on the ball, pushed wide by Briston. Briston now goes look around, comes back to Koulakis again. Number 10 is challenged by Michaela Russell and results in a ball that's gone the wrong way. So Trappett now has an opportunity. Goes to Sigurcole. Sigurcole looks around, didn't see the run from the younger Russell in Tiana. We're right back now with Lewinsky, the keeper. That's a lovely left footer from her. Now there's a race on, and it involves their feet. So Lusitano can put that two together now for the corner there.
It's called a foot race.
Yes, thank you. And turns it back over the top, does Lee Corey. Substituted at half-time was Lee. Came on the pitch, enjoying her, I think, first time in the Premier League. Pretty sure she didn't get a run last week against Mindle.
Or even in the game, I think.
Yeah, very much so. Steve Brockway, you take a lot away from this game already. So that will run out and beat everybody. And with a restart for Port Darwin in the traditional claret and blue strip, and they're running from right to left on your screen. They're down 3-1 on the scoreboard. Thank you to Northcrest at this stage. Jade Archer put a lovely ball through, this time not her best. But the one before was beautiful. Right onto the feet of Missov, who made no mistake on her advance to goal to put it past Kelsey, the keeper for Port Darwin.
Yeah, great stuff from Archer. She's had a good game.
She has been busy.
She's
solid
a
in
consistent
defence.
little player.
Yeah. So Port Darwin now looking a little more fatigued. Scoreboard can do that to you.
Yep.
Grattan goes across. Corey goes back. And Lee Corey then gets the ball away to the goal scorer, McMurray. But this will come off her. Archer goes and collects and gets this game underway for the Yapas. Throws in, goes over the top. This is a lucky bounce for her. Russell. No, it's Trappett. Trappett moves in the inside. She's going to take a shot from there and does. Puts it over the top.
Ooh.
And dangerously, just to the left of the left upright. Knowing Browner, that was a shot. Saw the keeper come off a line. Thought she could beat her into that side between her and the goalpost, but unable to on this occasion. She's got a bit of cramp as well.
Yeah, so it's young Chase is not playing tonight.
No, she's got a foot injury.
Okay, she's another little good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Moschini's giving grief to this Sarah down here.
What's that? Where's your personal space?
Yeah.
She's right in there. Here's Jenna, number 10 on 15. Sarah, Candle. And the same, a bit of personal space advantage there too. Nice little work between Russell and So. So impressed with July. She's just a great little player for Port Darwin. This one's come away for the Yappers. What will they do? Ball's come across from Jolene. And Jolene, in her first game, we think, for the Yappers, gets the touch there. And now we're all the way back to the keeper off a Henderson back pass. Now Briston will come across. Turn on the inside. You've got 3 Port players to deal with. Does good enough to get them out of that dangerous situation. Fraser. And Briston comes back with a solid challenge. And enables now the Yappers to set up. Can they do that? They go to Sigurcole. Let it skip past her. Now another chance. Fraser said, you're not getting another. I'm going to have a go. Pushed off the ball. Jolene on a run. So's got it. Turns it on the inside. So again. See what she's trying to do. Find Gould. Gould will come at Sigurcole. Sigurcole drifts one over the top to young Jolie. And she goes again and maybe wins the ball. No, it's come off her, so it'll be a Port throw-in. 76 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard. Thank you to Steelline, service over and above for their support. NTF, the construction supply specialist, and of course North Crest, the development just out from here from Darwin on the way towards Berrima. A lot of houses being built out there. There's quite a recovery happening in the Northern Territory economically and commercially. Tradespeople have a lot of work at the moment. Now number 14's come on.
Now that's Caitlin Pratton.
Thank you.
And
so Caitlin out there, she's excited. I don't know who came off. I missed that.
Fraser.
Thank you. So the captain's come from the pitch. Don't know who's taken the band. I would say Grattan probably will, the number 2, and take over the role. Or the other one, the obvious other one is
Pierre.
Kalakis.
They've given it to Kalakis.
Yeah, okay.
She's got experience in that role.
Yep. So number 10 for Port now the captain as Brooke Fraser's come from the pitch. Her replacement, as Lusitano just told us, was number 14, Caitlin Pratton. So Caitlin will get 13 minutes out there and maybe a bit more. Good time at it. She looks enthusiastic, which is what you want from your substitutes. Energy. I love the fact that So's gone forward now. This little pocket dynamite's now gone forward for Port Darwin. Sigurcole on the ball, scorer of the second goal. Nice skill. Margie's always got the ball at her feet. It's the best place for it. Goes to Trappett. Trappett will go back to Missob. Missob advancing. Sigurcole lets it go through, trying to find Russell. Still in the possession for the Yappers. Henderson has opportunities. You're going to push it wide where the sub gets in the way. Goes again, number 14.
Yeah, good control from Bratton.
Yeah, was. There's a call. Grattan gets in there early, clears it away. Oh, lovely work, Jenna.
She's so calm on the ball, Jenna.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't even look like she sweats sometimes.
No. Comes back to the same player that Lusitano's just referring to. She's trying to find Sigurcole on the run. Grattan gets there early. Missob, the goal scorer, well, 2. She now makes a run through, and she continues on as only Jacinta Missob will do. She put a ball across. It's a lovely ball, and she had an opportunity. She just couldn't put it away.
That was young Bauer.
It was, wasn't it? The first time out there. How exciting for her.
Yeah, that's
well
awesome.
done to Kelsey, the keeper. She kept her nerve. So Kelsey Tom saving the goal there that was coming against her side. Now she's on the attack. And when I say she, that's McMurray. End-to-end stuff. Port puts one across, and it needs a save. Briston's going to run out and let it run out. McMurray, she's run her heart out all day. Poor thing. She's feeling it now. as is a lot of
A
players.
few of them would be.
And Brianna Trafford severely cramping at the moment. Number 3 for the Yapas. Scorer of the first goal. Been dominant in the
player.
midfield for the NT Yapas. Midfield's such a key position, isn't it? Not Lusitana?
Yes, it's the best.
It's a good one for
The
you when
best.
you actually, you're bringing some kids through on reserve grade or something. You tend to sit in the middle there and just play the ball to them and coach as you play.
Yeah.
So
Love doing that.
yeah, I saw you do that a couple of times last year, and it was so good for the kids.
Oh, awesome.
Some of them as young as 13 and 14. All right, here we go. Let's just see if Port can do it. That's Corey. She won't be able to get to that, so Lee will have to let it go out. Jade Archer has been busy and effective, comes forward. She'll throw it in. Takes it back to that position. Pinches another metre and puts it over the top. Whose is this? No, this time it's the Claret and Blues. So Port Darwin with the throw in.
It's like Yapa's going to make another sub.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they would have taken Trappett off.
Yeah. Right, Jenna coming off the field. It's so good to see Jenna get a full 80 minutes in. She came off early last week through an asthma attack. She has to manage her asthma with breathing and some yoga and technique. I hope she's okay. She's a little bit of stress on her face. That will be all about cramp on this occasion, I hope, rather than her lungs. So it's good to see Jenna get 80 minutes or 81 in. Substitute comes on for her, number 16, who's been with the squad some time now. That's Ashley Yana Sararandan. So Ashley Yana out there. She'll go back into the like for like. She'll go in the right back position. Grattan with the ball now. She pushes it up the flanks for herself. That's McMurray. Missop gets in there early and clears it. Sigurcole tries to find Missop on a turnaround. Trap it in the middle there. Now it's a nice first touch for Yana. She'll come for a second touch. Gets there. And she'll get a throw in for her side. Well done. Well done to Ashley. Back in and a quick throw in. And there, nice work from the sub. Caitlin Pratton, like what I've seen of her so far. Gets herself in good positions. Not afraid to...
Is that sub for? Yeah, she's been doing good.
Caitlin Pratton. Actually, all the subs have had impact. Erin Gould.
And that's it. You know, some girls start on the bench and their job when they come on the field is just as important as when someone's starting.
And we can say we've seen that today. Sarah Candle as well. Lee Corey, all been involved for Port Darwin. Done their job. Kelsey Tom with a high as long in terms of length. Went as high with that kick out. Finds Trappett, headband on. Looks up. There's the run for Michaela Russell. It's too long on this occasion from Brianna. She's tired, cramping, walking across pretty gingerly at the moment. Ashley Yana goes in. Strong body check. Goes again, does Ashley. Keep it in, Michaela Russell. Can you? The ball's still in. Now it's come off. Well played. She'll get a throw in for herself. All for Ashley Yana. She'll take this.
Ashley's been first to the ball.
Yep. To your point, come on, doing a job.
Great.
As a sub, busy. 83 minutes about to roll over on the North Crest scoreboard. Missop lets that go. Nice dummy to herself. No surprise to see number 7 come back. She has been everywhere for Port. Whittle. Good work from her. Very good work.
It's going to be a nice ball in. Missop's got a good kick.
I knew.
But yeah,
Missop.
going back to number 7,
Yeah.
Whitnell, she's been having a great game.
There it goes in there. It's sitting very scary. Henderson takes the shot and it's one. I think it's come off a deflection. I don't know, but you got to give it to the captain, Rachel Henderson. She just turned on a 20-cent piece and took it first time. And who did you say, Nostradamus? It would be a good cross. Well done. Spot on, Lusitano, and that cross came from Jacintha Missop.
Yeah, nice finish from Rachel Henderson. She deserves it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She's a great
So a
girl.
late goal, 84th minute, 4-1 to the Yapas. Scoreline really not indicative of the team and the play we've seen here today, Lusitano. Port have certainly been in it. That player there, she's turning into a favourite, that's for sure. July So. Now playing forward after playing most of the game in the left-back position. Erin Gould's been impressive. So in there again, like it's just started the game. Got a good little engine on her. Has July, sister of August. Thrown over the top
I have to
from
find
Caitlin
that
Pratton. Good work from her. Caitlin's been busy in again. She'd like that back again. Wry smile on her face as she tracks backwards. Ashley Yanna to restart for the Yapas. Cage Pearson back to clear it up and does so. Talking to Chase. Desace just when running past on that bad foot, playing with the kids. Chase is not much older than the kids. Right, Port with a start here on the 85th minute. We have 4 minutes and a little bit more of regulation time. 4-1 to the Yapas. They're running from left to right, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women's team here in the Northern Territory Women's Premier League. Cage Pearson with a definitive kick away, trying to find So. She's busy. Briston clear it. Henderson in there as well. Well, she's going to run for it, and she will. Keeper will come now. Collect that just inside the area. Take the time, no rush. Let the ladies get a breath in. And Tom puts a nice kick in. Nice one away from the goals there. Henderson leaves it for Briston to head over towards Archer. McMurray's in there to intercept. Good work from Trappett. Trappett looks up, wants a runner. That's going to be too long, too much weight on that ball.
So Yapas won last week as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a win over Mindle, yes.
And do you know who they're playing next
Mindle.
week?
They had a win over, my
Litchfield.
apologies, over Litchfield.
Was it 2-0?
Was.
So what's happening next week? The Yapas will be happy with having 2 wins
Well,
in a
the
row.
first thing I need to talk about, and I know you're excited about it, is we're going to have our first women's knockout competition midweek.
Is it starting this week?
So NT Women's Challenge Cup will start on Wednesday. And
Okay.
these two teams will be in...
Playing again?
Yep, absolutely. So that's how the draw went.
So they're playing tonight, they're playing on Wednesday?
Yeah, that's how it is, yep.
And then
So they'll be back in and they'll kick it off on Wednesday. Really exciting to have another opportunity for the women and girls. More equity. And the winning team, Lusitano, will take home $3,000.
okay, that's my team.
So you'll be playing, of course. Actually, it'll be $1,000 for the runners-up and $300 for the player of the series. I think it's $300 for the player of the final and $200 for the goal of the year.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so I'll look
So that kicks off this Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday.
Here?
Yeah,
What
so
time?
knockout footy, 7:15.
7:15.
Make sure you're part of that. It'll be live stream, but we'd love to see some good numbers in here because the women's game is so deserving of a live audience. And last year, our numbers are up for attendance for the women. So happy with that. Right, now the Yapas with the ball. Cleared away by Grattan, who's just been solid as.
So is this Challenge Cup just across the NT or just Darwin? Or
No, just here. And then we play, I've already talked to both Western Australia and Queensland, so we expect to have the winners from there. Well, Western Australia doesn't have one, but Queensland's just started one. So the winners from that will play off, and hopefully here, if I can get the government to help us out with some money. But the point is, I wasn't going to wait anymore, Lusitano. I've been waiting for FFA to do this for a while. So we'll start it, and then, you know, hopefully next year I'll have definitely 2 sides of the money put aside to actually bring the teams here for a final, as you do. And obviously our goal in the end is have a W League team come up here and play the winners.
Well, thank you for setting it up.
Yeah, well, you know, it's...
all the women that play football.
Yeah, it's easy to do, Lusitano. Everyone here in the women's game is just absolutely worthy of opportunity, mate. You know that.
Yeah. Woo.
So we'll see. But there's some good competition in Queensland, I can tell you. Erin Gould's going to have a shot from there. Good on you, Erin. And not far off. God, she's got an enterprising young kid. Giving her first chance in Premier League. She's taking it.
Is this her first game?
Yeah.
In Premier League?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's doing really good. I've only started
She
seeing
looks
her
like
around
she should
lately.
be there.
Yeah.
Really looks comfortable in that 16 jersey, but also in this team.
Yeah,
Erin
great
Gould.
stuff. So
She's a
they
baby
play
too.
on
I
Wednesday.
don't know if she'd be 15 just now, I'd say.
So Port Darwin, it's Saturday. They play on Wednesday, and then we play them on. Katarina plays them on Friday.
Yeah, they've got a hard draw. Yeah. Yeah, they've got a hard draw.
Oh, what's going on there?
I don't know. But the first rule is that, Rachel, do not enter into discussions with referees. There's no point.
Yeah, just play the whistle.
So we're going to go back to the keeper, I think. Imogen having a wry smile and a laugh. Still throws the ponytail back and has a point. Still engaging a smile. Oh, dear.
Female football.
Love her. Hands on hips. Here we go. Dying embers of this game now. We're into, Gould wouldn't even think so. He thinks it's the beginning of the game. Gets in there early. This is one over the top from Trappett. There are runners. 90 minutes has come across now on the board. Thank you to Northcrest. We are into time added.
That was strong stuff from Chloe there.
Wasn't it? Don't know how much time has been added. No time added. Just the referee's going to look at his watch shortly then. And there he goes. Whistle up to mouth and out it comes. There we have it. 5 goals, plenty of entertainment. And to Lusitana's point, Port Darwin, hang your heads up high, guys. You've done really, really well in this half. And came out dominant, played hard, got a goal in the first half. They're first in the Women's Premier League. Great to see you in the Premier League. Yapas go ahead again with their winning march. 4-1 they go tonight. And as I said, back on Wednesday for the Women's Challenge Cup. Lusitana, what advice would you have for Port Darwin on what you've seen tonight? There's been some really good stuff.
No, just keep on going. Obviously, they've got a big week ahead of them. So looking after their bodies between now for the rest of the week, really.
That's what you used to
and
do.
And then I guess next week hit the training track hard after this big week of football they've got coming up.
Let's just talk about a couple of the youngsters. So and Erin Gould. Just 2. I'll just pick 2. Real strong.
Yeah.
There's promise in that club.
I need to know more about this July, so.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And how old
pricked your
she
interest,
is.
hasn't it? Yep.
But yeah, good stuff from Erin. Again, I've seen her around lately.
Yep.
Only just lately. And to seen her muck around with Sophia and Nadia and some of the Desert Rose girls.
Yep.
And she's grown from when I seen her play futsal to playing with some of the older girls. She's found her confidence and she's doing really good.
Yeah, a lovely round of applause for the both sides as they come from the pitch. That has been 90 plus minutes of really entertaining football. So thank you to both the women's teams, the NT Yapas and Port Darwin. Score 4 to the Yapas, 1 to Port Darwin. My name is Bruce Stoddard. I want to thank Lusitana for giving her commentary assist today. Always good to see you. I know you'll have a quiet night in front of the lounge tonight. Not. I hope your Sunday morning's okay. But it's always good to see you here, Lusitana. And to you at home, or wherever you are watching on these screens, we love and thank you for your support of the women's game. We'll take a short break and talk to one of the players shortly. Thank you. Welcome back to Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. We just saw five fantastic goals in the Women's Premier League match between the NT Yapas and Port Darwin. A win for the NT Yapas, 4-1. I've got Jade Archer with us. Jade, you're in the left back position. How hot was it out there today?
Yeah, it was very hot tonight. There was no breeze. It was, very hot. Plenty
of humidity.
Yes, very humid.
Let's just talk about that beautiful pass you put through to an on-rushing Jacinta Missop, resulted in the goal. Did you see it, or was it just a bit of a luck?
I seen the opportunity and I took it. I had to get back there and, just took the opportunity and, put it out there for her when I seen it. So very glad she got to finish it off too.
Yeah, it's always good. And I noticed the girls all rushed over to you. They were very happy with that pass. Jade, you've been in the squad now for a couple of years. It's the second year in the Women's Premier League for the Yapas. It's coming together well. You seem like you've really gelled well this year.
Yeah, we've really trained hard and really inspired more girls to come in. And, we're going to go all the way to the end this year. I'm very passionate about this team and keen to stay on top and push it stay humble. Basically, stay humble through the year.
Yeah, that's pretty much your mantra, mate. You're a very humble and confident player when you're out there. You had a really good game today. You had some people coming at you on that right flank. McMurray, who scored the goal in the first part, so they kept coming at you, but you started the game like you ended. Physically, you must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I had a bit of a breakdown at half-time, a bit of miscommunication, but I kept my head up and, then we got the win, so that's good. Yeah,
it is lovely. And this one more personal question: you got your younger sister playing in the squad as well. She wasn't on the team sheet today, but how good is it to have her?
Yeah, keen. With 7 kids, it's good to have some personal time with her. So yeah.
That's true. That's so true. Jade Archer, stay with us, Jade. But thank you for coming up. I know I can still hear you breathing hard there. My name is Bruce Stalter. So happy to have Jade Archer from the NT Yapas with us to bring a game which, as I said before, scored 5 goals. Really entertaining, as usual with the Women's Premier League. We have one more game to go tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, 5 o'clock. If you can, please join us on FNT TV, the Women's Premier League for 2021. Thanks to McDonald's.